Well, after we install the software, how do we operate it? Then I will use one of our cloud products to explain it. First of all, our design software is a drawing software, right? So we draw a picture first, and then enter our cloud production to do typesetting. Then we open our cloud design first. After opening our cloud design, there is a new order on it, right? Or in the order details, there is also our new order. The order function is available in both places. Then I create a new order, right? The order name is usually the customer address, or what? Customer information. Customer information is customer name, customer name. Anyway, some information about the customer. Then if we have a dealer, right, there's a store name, store phone number, store address, including some of our customer information, which can be recorded. Similarly, if I don't write it now, is it okay? It's okay, it's okay. That is to say, we can directly confirm it. It's optional, it's not mandatory. Then confirm it. Then we can see our order name in the upper left corner, right? That means we are now an opened order. If I want to find other orders, right? I want to open the previous order. Where can I find the previous order? In the order details on the left, we can find our previous orders. We can also search by order name. For example, I want to search for a demonstration order. I can search by automatic demonstration. If the order name contains demonstration, all orders containing demonstration will be filtered out. This is one of ours. Look up the order, and then I may need to change one of its information, right? I may need to change one of its parameter information, such as the dealer or the phone number, right? We can select the order and click on Edit, and then I can change the order name, delivery date, and store name. All of these can be modified. This is our open function. The third function is to open the order, and the fourth is to delete the order, right? The order has been completed for a long time, and there is no harvest. So at this time, I can completely delete it, right? Then the fourth and fifth one is our refresh order. The function is that in the case of our cloud, right? After we create it, we can refresh the order. Then, okay, at this time, right, after we create the order, can I see it through the cabinet above? After the new order is created, they are sorted. Create a new order, and then the cabinet. Then click our new cabinet. Click our new cabinet, and you will see a drawing interface. The second interface is our drawing interface, just like our drawing interface. In the future, the functions of the drawing interface on the left may not be so complete. I can open the settings first. There is a component display in the settings, and we can check all these functions. Then there is a selection toolbar. There is a black box around it. I don't recommend checking it. It depends on your preference. Then confirm it, right? After confirming, all these functions will be available. Okay, let's talk about it next. How to call the module quickly. Let's draw a picture. Then we have a cabinet on the left-hand side. Inside the cabinet are all our cabinet modules. All our cabinets are ready. The frame module includes our cupboards, right? This is a wall cabinet, including our floor cabinets. So how can we call them quickly? For example, if I draw a normal larger cabinet, we can call our common frame, right? Then there is a wardrobe with a side cover and a top and bottom. We find a corresponding frame and enter the parameters, right? The back indent of the skirting board means how much the skirting board moves forward, and the front indent of the skirting board means how much the front skirting board moves backward, right? Then the front of the top board means how much the front skirting board moves backward, right? How much height do we want for the skirting board? 50, 60, 70, 80, 100, right? How much behind the board? And what is the size of the whole cabinet? This size is the static size, which is the overall size of the cabinet, not including the wind plate or anything like that. This is how big our cabinet is. How big should we make it? The height is 2 meters, the width is 1.5 meters, and the depth is 450, right? Then is this parameter commonly used or not? If it is commonly used, we can click Save. The default point is saved in the default. Next time we call it, these parameters have been saved. Then I confirm that our cabinet frame has come out. The cabinet frame has come out. If I want to be next to it, there is another arc cabinet next to it, right? So how do we call this arc cabinet? Let's select this space. It may not be obvious now. Wait a minute and set it up. I will make this line bigger. If you edit this cabinet for the second time, select the cabinet and click Edit. At this time, you can see the blue line. I just changed the width of this line. This blue line is called the space line. For example, if I want to call an arc cabinet next to the first cabinet frame, then I will left-click on the right side of the cabinet and drag it. Then I will make the frame bigger. Don't click, just hold it down and drag it randomly. The blue line will appear. After it appears in this cabinet, right, in our cabinet module, we can find some of our special shaped cabinets. For example, there is an arc cabinet, and then we can find our arc cabinet, right arc cabinet, and then confirm. There are two ways. The first way is to change the parameters when calling it directly, or we can call it directly. You can also double-click it to change the parameters. It is also possible. Then it includes our upper cabinet. The upper cabinet is the same. Just now we said that this is our cabinet module, which is all the cabinets. The framework will be here. There's another way. What is it? We can also call a module in the first-hand guide. This is clearer because it is clearly marked, because there are pictures and marks. Then confirm, right? I can double-click and set the height to 500 and the width to 1.8 meters and the depth to 450. Then the upper cabinet will come out, but this part is not aligned. If it is not aligned, you can double-click the X position to 0. After changing it to 0, our cabinet is drawn. Okay, after we call out this cabinet frame, how do we call it? How do we quickly draw the structure inside? We have the drawing board mode above. Click on the drawing board mode. Then we right-click the mouse. Remember, we draw with the right click of the mouse. The vertical right click of the mouse is the side panel. The horizontal right click is the shelf. And the square right click is the back panel. All are right clicks, all are right clicks. Remember, all are right clicks. Then if I want to draw 2 or 3 side panels in this space, then I have to hold down the right-click key. Hold down the Shift key on your keyboard and right-click the side panel. A box will pop up and you can choose the quantity. I want 3. Confirm, right? Now, if I want 2 pieces, I will do the same. I will hold down the Shift key and draw 2 pieces. Confirm. By default, they are all equally divided. Do you see it? Let's select the board key and you can see the mark. If my board is 4 boards away from the left, how can I quickly adjust its position at this time? There are shortcut keys in our settings. Out plus up, up and clear space. Out plus down, down and clear space. Up and down are the up, down, left and right keys on our keyboard. Because at this time, after selecting the board key, my board is 4 boards away from the left. I will select the empty 4 boards and then out and add the left 4 boards. If my board is 4 boards away from the right, out and add the right 4 boards. Okay, then I have 3 layers on this board. I can hold down the Shift key to draw the layers horizontally, right? Then I select the quantity of 3 boards to confirm. I have 1 layer on this board. I can right-click and draw horizontally, and then 3 boards away from the bottom. Then out and add the bottom 3 boards, Then how many boards do I have on this board? I also have 3 layers on this board. Then I will hold down the Shift key to draw 3 layers and confirm, right? Then we can add a backboard at this time. Backboard, if it is a small backboard, we can directly, if we want a small back panel, we can just draw it directly. Do you see it? Draw it piece by piece. If we want a large back panel, for example, I want a back plane from here, from the top, and from the bottom, right? Then at this time, it has the influence of these panels one by one, right? I can't select the space at this time, so what should I do at this time? We can select the corresponding panel or select it by box. You can click Hide to hide it. Later, when I draw the back plane again, it will be a big back plane. Do you see it? Do you see it? At this time, it is a big back plane. Then don't worry about the layer board. The layer board will shrink inwards by itself. Our software will shrink the layer board by itself, so don't worry about it. You can take a look at the depth. 435 is the depth, right? 450 it will indent itself, and the same is true for the top. If I want to, right, then the Ortega 300 from the left is 300 or 400, Ortega 400 from the left, right? Then we actually have an alignment function, haha, originally align and align, and aligning with it is the same. Draw the backboard, draw the backboard, draw the backboard, and that's it. This is our simple drawing board mode, one operation, haha.